प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं यं गुरुं हि स्वयं सत्यः प्रज्ञा भक्तिविनीतयः हि प्रिश्चापि व्रताः सत्यं तं गुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम् सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Let us start from 38. प्राणादपि कौरम्यः कुलधर्मः साधुसङ्गश्च का संरक्ष्या कीर्तिः पतिव्रता निजबुद्धिश्च का कल्पलता लोके सच्छिष्यायार्पिता विद्या कोक्षयवटवृक्षः स्यात् विधिवत्सत्पात्रदत्तदानं यत् किं शस्त्रं सर्वेषां युक्तिः माता चकाधेनुः किन्नुबलं यद्धैर्यम् ओ मृत्युः यदवधानरहितत्वम् कुत्रविषं दुष्टजने किमिह आशौचं भवेदृढं नृणाम् किमभयमिह वैराग्यम् भयमपि किं वित्तमेव सर्वेषाम् कः दुर्लभा नराणाम् हरिभक्तिः पातकञ्च किं हिंसा को हि भगवत्प्रियः स्यात् योऽन्यं नोद्वेजयेदनुद्विग्नः कस्मात् सिद्धिः तपसः बुद्धिः क्वनु भूसुरे कुतो बुद्धिः वृद्धोपसेवया के वृद्धाः ये धर्मतत्त्वज्ञाः. After that we have done 43 over. सम्भावितस्य मरणादधिकं किम् सम्भावितस्य मरणादधिकं किम् सम्भावितस्य मरणादधिकं किम् दुर्यशो भवति दुर्यशो भवति दुर्यशो भवति लोके सुखी भवेत् कः लोके सुखी भवेत् कः लोके सुखी भवेत् कः धनवान् 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 धनमपि च किं यतश्चेष्टम् धनमपि च किं यतश्चेष्टम् धनमपि च किं यतश्चेष्टम्. So there are three questions in this 108, 109, 110. सम्भावितस्य मरणादधिकं किम् सम्भावितः सम्यक् भावितः सम्भावितः सम्यक् भावितः. So it is highly respected. See, सम्यक् भावितः, considered as a great person, considered as a very good person. So virtuous, meritorious. So all that is referred by the word sambhavitah. Okay. Sambhavitasya, for such a person, maranat adhikam kim. Adhikam here means what is worse than. That's what it means. Maranat adhikam kim. What is even worse than death. Okay. Sambhavitasya maranat adhikam kim. So what does it mean? It essentially means, so instead of doing this, one could as well leave life. That is what it amounts to. So, maranat adhikam. See, what is greater than death means, so this is far more severe than death. So that's what it means. Maranat adhikam kim. The answer is duryasho bhavati. Yashaha means fame. See, suyashaha, duryashaha. Okay. So duryashaha, infame. So Duryasho Bhavati. In fact, in Bhagavad Gita we have this, right? Sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranadatirichyate. Almost essentially the same thing. Sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranadatirichyate. This is what Krishna tells Arjuna. See, when he feels that he need not fight. Sambhavitasya chakirtihi maranadatirichyate. Bhayadranaduparatam mamsyante. Mamsyante tvam maharathaha. Mamsyante, what is it for? They will consider future of manyate. Mamsyante tvam maharathaha. Yeshanchatvam bahumato bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Bahumataha means they were all considering great of you. Yeshanchatvam bahumataha bhutva, having become yasyasi laghavam. Now they will consider highly mean, cheap. See, that's what. Yasyasi laghavam. Kim laghutaya moolam. Laghuta. Yasyasi laghavam. Sambhavitasya maranad athikam kim duryasho bhavati. In fact, if you recall, even this is what Kaikeyi essentially tells Dasharatha. See? So when Dasharatha was hesitating to grant the boon, so she essentially conveys this message. What is that statement? Sagaras samayam kritva samayam madritam karishihi purvavrittam anusmaran. So if you do amrita, so then bhutva yasyasi laghavam. Till now, so you Dasharatha are considered as a great king who kept the promises, so who are considered dharmatma. And in fact, if you look at this kirti, is essentially in upholding dharma, in keeping up words. So that is why she cites these examples. So I later discovered, see, this alarka, so that day it was not clear. See, so we had this Shaibya story, right? Shaibyaha Shaibya Shena Kapotiye Swamamsam Pakshine Dadau Alarkas Chakshushi Dattva Jagama Paramam Gatim Sagaras Samayam Kritva Navela Mati Vartate Samayam Mandatam Karishi Purvavritta Manusmaran. Right? So the Sandatam is considered as greatest sin. So therefore she wants to avoid, and therefore what will result is Duryasho Bhavati. Duryasha for the king and bad precedence for the entire kingdom. So it should not happen. That is the idea. So she is trying to recall Shaibyaha, Shibi Chakravarti, Shena Kapotiye. So Shena is that falcon, Kapota is pigeon. Okay. So Shaibya Shena Kapotiye. So this Kapota comes and takes refuge in Shibi. So Shena asks, so how come you are trying to protect my prey? So it is my prey. So you can't try to save it at the cost of me becoming hungry. Okay. Shaibya Shena Kapotiye. Okay, I will grant you something. So it says, I need mamsa immediately. So what can he do? Swamamsam Pakshine Dadau. Just to keep up the word. So he chops off some flesh and offers from his body to protect them. Because he has already told the Kapota that I will save you. It is this example. The other example is far more interesting. Alarkas Chakshushi Dattva. So Alarka is the name of a king. So it is there in the commentary. So in the commentary they say Alarka is a Rajarshi And this Rajarshi to a old Brahmana who is devoid of eyesight now. So this Brahmana comes and he does not have anybody to help him also in the old age. So this Vridha Brahmana who has become Andha comes to him and asks for Vara. So he says, whatever you want, I will provide you. Alarka. So then the Brahmana says, unfortunately I do not have eyesight, I need eyesight. So then it is said that this Alarka gave his eyes, Chakshushi Dattva. So his own eyes. It's very interesting. Today we have something called eye transplant. I don't know if it was there, but anyway, so that is the story. Alarkas Chakshushi Dattva Jagama Paramaham Gatim. So that is the story which is narrated in the commentaries of Ramayana. Okay. Alarkas Chakshushi Dattva Jagama Paramam Gatim. Why? Just to keep up the promise. Okay. So same thing is said by Karna. See, I have kept the promise, therefore I am willing to give Kavacha Kundala. Understand? So Ayashaha, so that Yasha so just grows exponentially. So in keeping up under very trying circumstances. Okay. That is the story here. Bhambhavitasya maranat adhikam kim duryasho bhavati. That is why even among the Santa Lakshana in Niti Shatakam, Kirtim Palaya. See, Dukkhite Kurudayam Etat Satam Lakshanam. That is how it goes. Kirtim Palaya. So the fame that you have acquired, may you protect. Palaya. Okay. Loke Sukhi Bhavet Kaha is the second question in this verse. Loke Sukhi Bhavet Kaha. Sukhi Bhavet Kaha. Dhanavan. Kaha Sukhi Bhavet. Who will be happy? In fact, normally affluence is taken as a parameter for people to be happy. But though it is not necessarily true, but definitely it has some value. Right? Money has so significant value. Why he is saying Dhanamap kim yatascheshtam. So these two have to be understood together. Okay. So loke sukhi bhavet kaha dhanavan dhanamapi cha kim yatascha ishtam. Now if you look at the second half of the verse, dhanamapi cha kim yatascheshtam, by which you will be able to acquire what you seek for. Ishtam is something which you desire for. Suppose I want to learn this music. Okay. So this particular song I am so thrilled and I want to practice. So my money you may not get. Right? It is only through Upadesha. Right? So she wants to learn Sanskrit, master, Vedanta, okay, Sanskrit literature. So that is Ishta. By money it will not work. Understand? So Dhanamapi cha kim yatascheshtam. So then this Dhanam is Guru Sushrusha. In those days. So that is how it used to be. Gurukula Vasa, Guru Sushrusha, and so on. Okay. So dhanamapi cha kim yatascha ishtam means by which what you seek for can be obtained. So only material things can be acquired by the material wealth. But Shraddha, Bhakti, Guru Sushrusha, etc. are most essential dhana for acquiring Vidya. So Ishtam is something which has to be first fixed. So once you understand that, whatever that fetches you is dhanam. So therefore, dhanam does not necessarily mean this currency that we are generally thinking of. Currency may be helpful in acquiring certain things which may provide us some comfort and security. But so ishtam, whatever I seek for, if you ultimately look at ishtam is happiness, and if you look at Vedanta, it is something Atma Swarupa and it is to be understood. So it is Atma Vidya which is dhanam here. Therefore they say Vidya dhanam sarvadhana pradhanam. So once you have this Vidya dhanam, so then ishtam for everybody at all times, happiness is something which is available. Understand? So loke sukhi bhavet kaha. So at a normal, with the normal understanding of what dhanam is, so there is also a certain verse which generally goes yasyasti vittam sanarah kulinaha sapanditas sashrutavan gunajnyaha sayeva vakta sachadarshaniyaha sarve gunaha kanchanamashrayanti. So this is another verse. I think it occurs some subhashita somewhere, I don't know. So it says yasyasti vittam sanarah kulinaha. So generally people come and praise him. Sapanditaha. Okay. Sashrudavan gunajnyaha. Sayeva vakta sachadarshaniyaha. So this is just common understanding. So if he is a highly wealthy person, then you invite him for various forums and then you listen to him. So you better listen to him if you are working under him. So anyway, so this is normal thinking of what dhanam is, and a poet just praises the value of this money. So it is not to underestimate the value of the currency or money that we generally talk about, dhanam. But the later half of this, if you just see, dhanam apichakim yadascheshtam, most things that we seek for is not, affluence does not fetch you happiness. You understand? So happiness is something which is completely different from what you can really gain. In fact, what money can do is basically make you get rid of the discomfort. See, if you are uncomfortable not having a car, so then you can perhaps purchase a car and make yourself get rid of that kind of a discomfort. This is all it is. In fact, there is a beautiful verse. People are illusioned. I think it occurs in Vairagya Shatakam somewhere. He says, I think people are illusioned that they become happy by having this. Trisha Shushatyasye Pibati Saliram Shita Madhuram Kshudharta Shalyannam Kavalayati Mamsadikalitam Pradipte Kamagnau Sudradhataram Alingati Vadhum Pratikaram Yadhe Sukhamiti Viparyasyati Janaha. A beautiful verse. Vyadhehe Pratikaram Sukhamiti Viparyasyati. In fact, if you look at this Kama and Trishna, is really a Vyadhi. So Pratikaram Yadhehe. So in order to satiate that desire which has sprung up and just keeps banging you, so you sometimes do certain things and you get rid of that banging, and that perhaps makes you feel happy, and it is not really the happiness that is sought for. Ishtam is ultimately that. You understand? So that is why धनमप च किं यतश्चेष्टं विद्याहाधनं सर्वधनप्रधानं. That is how we need to understand this. Loke, read this. Sambhavitasya maranadadhikam kim duryasho bhavati loke sukhi bhavet kaha dhanamapi ca kim yatascheshtam sarvasukhanam bijam kim
सर्वसुखानां बीजं किं
punyam दुःखमपि कुतः पापात् कस्यैश्वर्यं यः किल शङ्करमाराधयेत् भक्त्या So this also has 3 questions and answers. Sarvasukhanam bijam kim. There are various kinds of sukhas that one can think of. So Sarvasukhanam bijam kim. So he asked this question. Sarvasukhanam bijam kim. So what is the seed for Sarvasukha? So any kind of sukha that you want to enjoy, so what is the seed? So that he says punyam. Punyam is meritorious acts. So good deeds, virtuous acts is referred to by the term punyam. In fact, strictly speaking, punyam is the outcome of the meritorious deeds. Okay, punyam is the term. So punyam is basically adrishta. It is not drishta. Meritorious deeds are drishtas, whereas punyam is adrishta. Okay. So dushkarma is a drishta. The outcome of a dushkarma is papa. That is adrishta. So punyam and papam are adrishta. They are karma phalas. In fact, in the Vrihadaranyaka, somewhere we have punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati papah papena tato hajarat karava artabhaga upararama. Third adhyaya, somewhere it comes. Okay. So this Yajnavalkya Samvada, punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati. Punyaha, if you use in masculine, then it refers to the meritorious person, the one who has done meritorious deeds. So saha punyaha. Punyam in the neuter gender refers to the outcome of a meritorious deed, adrishta. So sarvasukhanam yatha vrikshasya sampushpitasya dorat gandho va atyevam punyasya karmano dorat gandho vati. This is a beautiful example. This meritorious deeds, if you keep performing, so they get spread. So for that, the Upanishad, Taittiriya Upanishad, it gives a simile. Yatha vrikshasya sampushpitasya dhurat gandho vati. As the smell so proceeds to far off places. Dhurat gandho vati. Evam punyasya karmanaha dhurat gandho vati. So sarva sukhanam bijam kim. Our understanding is, so the person may not be performing good deeds so currently in this birth. Still, we may find him to be possessed with various things which are likely to give him happiness. Okay. So whereas a Brahmana who may be doing, he could be daridra, and even for his daily living, so he may be suffering. So there are people who don't commit themselves to teaching in spite of being in teaching profession. So they are enjoying all the luxury, facility, comforts, whereas some dedicated workers so currently are undergoing suffering. Now, what is to be understood from this? So it is not these acts immediately give some fruits. So it is Purva Janma Phala. Okay. So that is what we understand from this Sarva Sukhanam Bijam Kim. So here this Laukika Sukhas, comforts. So even if you want to have the basic needs perennially, Sarva Sukhanam Bijam Kim. In fact, there are 6 things which are listed. Shadjivalokasya Sukhani Rajan. Jivalokasya Sukhani. Sukha can be Iha, Sukha can be Para. But here Jivalokasya Sukhani they are listing. See, Arthagamo Nityam Arogita cha Priya cha Bharya Priyavadini cha Vashyascha Putrorthakari cha Vidya Shadjivalokasya Sukhani Rajan. Arthagamaha means a perennial source of income. Okay? Arthasya agamaha. Perennial source of income can be there, but I am not a healthy person. So then there is absolutely no happiness. Nityam arogita cha. So nityam arthagamaha, nityam arogita. Okay? So both are there. See, I have a wife who is never loving. So then there is a problem. Okay? Spouse. Priya cha bharya. Okay? That should be there. If Priya may be there, so she is a loving person to me, but she does not know how to speak sweetly to others, then there can be a problem in the relations that you have with the neighborhood or with yourself itself. Priyavadini cha. Okay. So that is also very, very important. Priya cha bharya priyavadini cha. So in fact, grihini grihamuchyate. See, unless she is priyavadini, so one cannot build the neighborhood. Friendly neighborhood cannot be there. Friendly relatives cannot be there. Priyavadini cha. Then Vashyascha putraha. So your son should be willing to listen to you. Okay? So if it is not that, then there is no sukha. Vasyascha putraha arthakari cha vidya. See, this arthakari vidya. So this arthakari vidya should not be considered as mere earning of currency. See, arthakari means moksharthakari vidya. Because arthagama is already stated in the verse. See, a perennial source of income should be there, has already been stated as a sukha. So this vidya should be arthakari, means, so the knowledge that you have gained should be able to lead you, see, to elevate yourself to a state which will lead you to moksha. So that is what is artha here. See, arthakari cha vitsa vidya ya vimuktaye. So that artha is moksha here. See, a sense of freedom, a sense of happiness, the vidya which provides me this. See, arthakari cha vidya shadjivalokasya sukhani rajan. So what ensures this? So you may be, I know, see, even recently there was a person who passed away from Japan. So he was such a wonderful scholar, but he could not get any position anywhere. Permanent position as a faculty. So he was a very disturbed person. Wonderful scholar. Whereas mediocres get good positions in certain universities. So what plays the role? Punyam. That is what we say. So he was an unhappy person. So he succumbed to drinking and passed away a little early. Why? So this is this. So arthagama, so position, etc., etc. Nothing is directly related to. See, so there is some other thing. That is why Kunti somewhere says, Bhagyavantam prasuyetha mashuram maja pandidam shurascha kritavidyascha mamaputra vanangataha. Bhagyavan essentially means punyavan. So may you give birth to a Bhagyavan as son or daughter. Ma shuram macha panditam. Shurascha kritavidyascha mama putraha vanangataha. See. So the effect is that of punya and papa. So that is how we try to understand this. This karya karana bhava. So that is what he is trying to say. Sarva sukhanam bijam kim punyam. And if you, in fact, this will be extremely useful if you understand this and try to implement it in our life. Dukkhamapi cha kutaha papat. We consider he is the source of dukkha, he is the source of pida. So then we develop hatred towards others. So this is what Rama did not do. This mistake he never committed. So he always said, see, Daivam. So it is with reference to oneself, not with reference to others. If the other is suffering, you have to definitely reach him. So it is his Daivam, let him be. Not true. You understand? So where to apply what should be clearly understood. That Viveka. See, Dukkhamapi kutaha papat. Edo papam janmantara kritam. So we should go and reach him out. So this is what we need to do. And that act that you do to alleviate the other from suffering is punya. Okay? So whatever act that we do, so is to alleviate the suffering is punya. So it can be in any form. Sarva sukhanam bijam kim punyam dukkhamapi kutaha papat. So that is where this crux lies. So in Vedic literature, this karma, punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati papah papena tato hajarat karava artabhaga upara. So this basically gives you the hint that beyond this sharira, so there is something. Okay, that is adrishta. Kasyaishvaryam yah kila shankaram aradhayed bhaktya. Kasya aishvaryam. Aishvaryam refers to Ishwarasya bhavaha aishvaryam. Okay. Ishwarasya bhavaha aishvaryam. So lordship, power, etc., etc. Okay. So that is what one generally understands. Wealth, lordship, power, all are referred to as Aishwaryam. Okay? Any form of wealth. Kasya Aishwaryam. Yah kila shankaram aradhayet bhaktya. Yaha shankaram aradhayet bhaktya. In fact, yesterday we heard, Kadurlabha naranam haribhakti. So once we have that bhakti, then we will have that Aishwaryam. Why is this Aishwaryam? Because, in fact, that is beautifully brought out by Shankara. This verse basically gives this. Dhiyantrena vacho ghatena kavita kulyokrami anitaisya sadashivasya charitam bhorashi divyamriti ritkedarayutascha bhakti karamaha safalyamatannvate durvikshan mama sevakasya bhagavan vishvesha bhiti utaha. See, where is the source of fear for me? Okay. So that is how he claims. See, where is the source of fear for me? So that is what Yah Kila Shankaram Aradhayet. Shankaram Yaha Aradhayet Bhaktya. So then Aishwarya naturally flows in. Whatever Aishwarya is required, which will keep you happy. Okay? So you need not become millionaire or billionaire. Okay? So this is what it is. Kasyishwaryam yah kila shankaram aradhayet bhaktya. Read. Sarvasukhanam bijam kim punyam dukkham abhikudaha papat kasyishwaryam yah kila shankaram aradhayet bhaktya ko vardhate vinitaha
ko vardhate vinitaha ko vardhate vinitaha
ko vahi etayo dhruttaha
ko vahi etayo dhruttaha ko vahi etayo dhruttaha
ko na pratyetavyaha
ko na pratyetavyaha ko na pratyetavyaha
brute yaschandam shashvat
brute yaschamritam shashvat brute yaschamritam shashvat.
This also has 3 questions and answers. Ko vardhate vinitaha. Vardhate means grows. Okay. Ko vardhate vinitaha. Ko vahi eta yodhriptaha is the opposite of that. Hieta means declines, so degenerates. Ko vahi eta yodhriptaha. In fact, Shankara once taught a very important lesson. That Vinitattvam is more important than knowledge. We have the story of Padmapada. Padmapada, considering himself as super brilliant, and there was Totaka, who was somewhat dullard, okay, could not quickly grasp things. Okay. So, who could not quickly grasp things. Vidyagrahanam was a little slow. So once apparently Shankara was delaying the commencement of the class. This is what we have in Shankara Vijaya. So he was delaying the class for the arrival of Totaka. Okay. that day there was some delay in the arrival of Totaka. Then Padmapada apparently made a comment to the next student. See, why is he waiting for? So we have this stambha here, okay, this wall here. So this was a joke that he was trying to pass. So it is Totaka is equivalent to that because he does not understand. So it is in this sense that he made this comment. Shankara heard that. Okay. So then he wanted to teach a lesson. Okay. That day when Totaka comes to the class, he comes up with this brilliant set of verses. So Padmapada was astonished and ashamed. See, astonished that he could do that and ashamed that he made this comment. So this gene cannot be encouraged, and this garva, see, thinking that he is knowledgeable and the other fellow is inferior, etc., that could not be encouraged. So, hiyetaha. So, Shankara wanted to teach his Sishyas this very important lesson. So, it is through this episode that he teaches. Ko vardhate. In fact, there is a beautiful verse. Namratve nunnamantaha paragunakathane svangunan khyapayantaha. This is how Bhartrhari says. Namratvena unnamantaha. Unnamantaha. See, they really grow. Okay. Namratvena, by bending down, see, you grow up. Okay. Namratvena unnamantaha paragunakathane svangunan khyapayantaha. Paragunakathanaihi svangunan khyapayantaha. By narrating the virtues in others, you are able to exhibit your virtue. Okay. Paragunakathane svangunan khyapayantaha. Svarthan sampadayantaha. Vitata prututhararambhayatna parathe. Svarthan sampadayantaha. Vitata prututhararambhayatna parathe. So you are able to meet your own needs by engaging yourself in fulfilling the needs of others. Svarthan sampadayantaha vitata pruthutararambhayatnaha pararthe. See, pararthe. Essentially trying to do paropakara. This is beautiful. This is the qualities of Santa. Santaha, while he is describing. The later part is not required. Essentially, Namratve Nonnamantaha. So that is what I wanted to highlight here. See? So Kovardhate Vinitaha. So keeping this in mind, Shankara prays to Vishnu. Okay. Avinayam apanaya Vishnu. So growth is then natural. So my father used to repeatedly say, anybody, when he learns, if he shows garva, it's all finished. Okay. One of his ishas was quite bright. Gunjaral Pochi. He was just saying that so initially when he entered into the corridors of the college, he was much better than others. But then he felt that he is much superior. Finished. Vidya was full stop for Vidya. Okay. Anyway, so Kovardhate Vinitaha. Not only that, see, so Vardhate, the growth is multifaceted phenomenon. It's not in one particular thing. So if you are not Vinita, see, then others may not be really comfortable with you. See? So your vriddhi should be multifaceted vriddhi. See? It's not mere growth of knowledge, some epsilon here and there. So Kovardhate